Hey, shalom, most high Christ blesses. IUIC Dallas cut from the streets, all right? Man, we over here at the Dukes and Boots, all right? Hey, look, surprisingly enough, you know what I'm saying, being over here in North Texas, it's our people there, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to ask them about Easter and see what their take is on Easter. Hey, believe it or not, 2025, people still celebrating Easter and still thinking that Good Friday to Easter Sunday make 3 days and 3 nights. So we here to tear down these imaginations and speak to our people and see what they think about it. Right back at you.
Cuts from the street, man. This is Evan Amos, man, and with me I got
Asia.
I got Asia with me.
Hey, this is IUIC Dallas Cuts from the Streets. Also Makai here. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
See, Wild Child on Instagram.
Okay, got Wild Child.
Hey, most high Christ bless you. This is Officer Khalil. I got
Most high Christ bless. IUIC Dallas Cuts from the Streets. Who I got one?
Then I got with me
My
Kia.
With me,
Man,
okay.
so Asia, are you celebrating Easter this year?
I am.
Okay. Do you know any history about the celebrating of Easter?
Yeah, I went to church today, actually.
You went to church today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what you know about Easter?
It's today Jesus rose from the dead.
Oh, really? Did he?
He did.
How you know?
Oh, no. I know. That's why you have faith.
Okay.
I
Okay. Well,
So
I'm
tell me about Easter. How you feel about it?
You had told me earlier it's not part of the Christian belief, but like to me, whenever I think about Easter, it's part of Christianity.
Oh, yeah.
Because of that, like maybe sticking on Christians.
Hey, absolutely agree. No, I was saying we're not the Christian church.
So
We're not Christianity. So, and I agree with you by saying it got everything to do with Christianity, but nothing to do with the Bible. Is that-
so why people believe that bunny leg?
Easter eggs, I guess.
Yeah. Do you think that Easter in general benefits our people as a nation?
I guess it just depends. I mean, what it represents from a Christian standpoint.
Asia, okay. What is the meaning of Easter? The feast day of Easter was first a pagan holiday of renewal and rebirth. Honored in the early spring, it praised the pagan goddess of fertility and spring known as Ostara. Easter or Estorate. The word Easter finds its etymology from the goddess's name.
So Easter started off as a pagan tradition,
Uh-huh.
and it was to celebrate the fertility goddess named Ashtor or Estore. Many different names for her, but can you believe that information that we gave to you? Do you think that it can be substantiated in the Bible?
In the Bible?
Or let me say, do you think it could be confirmed in the Bible?
I mean, could it be confirmed in the Bible?
Yeah. Do you think it's information in the Bible to line up with the history that we just read?
Read it again.
I'm gonna read it in the Bible.
Easter is not biblical. When you think about the 3 days and 3 nights, if you start off with Friday, that don't equal to 3 days, 3 nights. That actually equals to 2 days and 2 nights. Because look at my fingers, right? This gonna be the nights, and this gonna be the days, right? So you got Friday, but it didn't complete the day because Christ died in the afternoon. So you got Friday night, then you got Saturday morning, then you got Saturday night, then you got Sunday morning. So you got 2 nights, you got 2 days, but they're separate days. So the 3 days and 3 nights, if it was Good Friday and then Easter Sunday, that don't add up. So what we're trying
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, as far as the time when the holiday itself is.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm about to show
So
you.
Friday itself didn't complete a day because he died in the afternoon according to the scriptures. So you got Friday night, then you got Saturday, then you got Saturday night, then you have Sunday. So you have 2 days, 2 nights, and then 2 of those days, you only got 1 of those days where you got a day and night. The other day you got a night, and then the other day you got a day. So that doesn't necessarily add up. So I'm trying to point this out because what I'm trying to point out is the fact of, even though you'll read about Jesus Christ, the Bible does say that he will be in the earth in the same way that Jonah was in the belly of the fish for 3 days and 3 nights. But these traditions that we celebrate don't necessarily tie into the Bible, because that doesn't add up just in itself. So when you think about Good Friday, think about Easter Sunday, they don't necessarily add up.
Do you celebrate Easter?
No, not really.
No?
No.
So you got children?
No, I don't have any kids.
Okay. So you don't celebrate Easter at all? Ever celebrated it?
I have before, like with family, but not this year.
Not this year?
Myself.
Okay. Is that something that you think you will celebrate ever again, or?
Yeah, I just haven't celebrated it just because I'm new here, so just transitioning. Yeah.
Colossians chapter 2 and verse 8.
Go ahead.
Beware, lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
So warning, somebody in the future will try to spoil or ruin your mind with philosophy and lies. It's a vain deceit, read on.
After the tradition of men,
Which is,
after the rudiments of the world.
they say the traditions of men are after the rudiments of the world.
Can you elaborate on what rudiments of the world mean?
Once this next line come, it will elaborate itself. I got you.
And not after Christ.
So the rudiments of the world, meaning it comes from the world. It comes from the world, and it doesn't come from Christ. These traditions of men don't come from Christ. Just like Christmas, just like Valentine's Day, even though they labeled it after Saint Valentine and trying to make it biblical, try to tie it into the Bible. Saint Valentine ain't got nothing to do with the Bible. So on and so forth, all these things, the Bible warns us not to do these things. That's it on that. Yeah.
Bring it up.
This is the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 7, and verse 3. And Samuel spake unto all the house of Israel, saying, If ye do return unto the Lord with all your hearts, then put away the strange gods and Ashtoreth from among you.
Did we just read about Ashtoreth in history?
Yeah.
Okay.
Put away the strange gods and Ashtoreth from among you, and prepare your hearts unto the Lord, and serve him only, and he will deliver you out of the hand of the Philistines.
So, we have proof in the Bible that our people celebrated the celebration of the fertility goddess Ashtoreth. Okay, so God said that was a bad thing not to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So why do we celebrate Easter today?
That's what.
Well, I know we celebrate Easter because the resurrection of Jesus. You know, he died on the third day, he rose. So that's why I do it.
So look, this is the book of 1 Samuel.
Yeah.
Christ wasn't even born yet, and people was already celebrating this holiday. So how does it have anything to do with Easter? I mean, with Christ.
I don't know. I tell you what I do. That's what I do.
That's what we was taught
Yeah.
through the Christian church,
Right.
Christianity.
After the traditions of men. After the rudiments of the world and not after Christ.
So I'm saying a lot of these traditions of men actually don't have nothing to do with Christ. So with that, would you, and this is one thing I'm gonna challenge you with, would you look into Easter and see what does it have to do with Christ, and look at the origins of Easter before celebrating it this year?
I know, the celebration of Easter is the resurrection of Jesus Christ. I know that. I just didn't know your original questions, how to tie in. I have no idea how the Easter Bunny, so I'm probably gonna go home and see how. Cause I know how they made Santa Claus have Christmas and Saint Nick. He went around giving presents. That's how. So I know how that's gonna go. You're right. I don't know how the Easter story goes. Easter Bunny story goes. So I think I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna explanation for that and see how and why it's happening.
What's your name again, big bro?
My name is Happy.
I got my brother Happy. Hey, and with that, you know what I'm saying? We one step closer to my brother Happy finding out the truth of Easter. All right? That we say shalom. Read that. The book of Luke, chapter 16 and verse 15. And he said unto them, Ye are they which justify yourselves before men.
Because we like to justify ourselves before men. We do those things that we were taught by Ben versus actually going into the scriptures and doing the things that God actually said.
Right.
So man likes to try to justify himself and try to do what he deems is right instead of doing what God deems is right. Read.
But God knoweth your hearts. For that which is highly esteemed among men is abomination in the sight of God.
Read that again.
For that which is highly esteemed among men is abomination in the sight of God.
You heard that, Asia? The things that we esteem as men as high, God said that's an abomination to him.
Yeah.
Do we esteem Easter as a high thing in our community?
Yeah, we do.
What did God say it is to him?
In a long days.
Wow.
Okay.
So, knowing that information, will you continue to celebrate Easter?
I mean, I have kids, so they like to do the eggs and stuff, which I know about that, but I don't know. I'm gonna read some more on it because I haven't read the Bible, so I'm gonna read into that, and then I'm gonna continue from there.
Okay. Book of Luke chapter 16 and verse 15. And he said unto them, ye are they which justify yourselves before men.
Because in today's time, everybody justifies themselves for the things that they believe in. For men, not before God, though. Read.
But God knoweth your hearts. For that which is highly esteemed among men
It's which is Easter.
is abomination in the sight of God.
Now, what did the Lord God say Easter is? It's an abomination. Now, I already know you believe in the Bible just based off the scriptures we read, do you? That's good. Hey, with that, we say shalom.
And shalom, Most High in Christ bless. IUIC Dallas cuts from the streets, man. And we just hit the streets of downtown Dallas to pick our people's brains on Easter and what it was that they thought about it. So we got some honest opinions, some honest feedback, and some scriptures went out to edify the people on their history. So hey, we did it. We came out here, we saw, we conquered, and look, the Bible wins again. Shalom, Most High in Christ bless.